Do not be influenced by the grades don't matter propaganda. It's all just a lie. Today, we will talk about this. About me, I'm Prateek and I got 97% in my 10th board exams without any coaching, tuition or reference books. I went from an average student to the top of my entire grade without any help or any external influence, and I just studied on my own. I'll tell you how to do the same. So let's start the video. So, there has been a recent trend that marks don't matter, grades don't matter, academics is just useless, you should just go out and do something else. But this trend is like so fucking pathetic and stupid that if you actually understand its reality, you'll just start to see how weird this actually is. Now, first of all, let's start with an analogy. This analogy is from the side of money. Let's say there's a person who does not have money at all, a person with zero money in their bank account. They see, like this person sees, another person who has millions of dollars in their bank account. Now, will this person be happy, sad, jealous, or what? Of course, the answer is not happy. He will not be happy to see another person richer than him and living a better life than him. The answer is he will be jealous and maybe even sad. Now, if this person is sad or jealous, what will he do? He will, rather than blaming himself for it, that I am not rich because I don't have the money, you know what he'll do? He'll go and say that this person is bad for having money. This is the point that happens with literally every part of life. Now, you must have seen the fat phobic propaganda, whatever. Like, people are saying that that other people are fat phobic because they do not give equal rights to fat people and all. Now, again, instead of blaming themselves, instead of understanding that it's their fault that they are fat, they say that, the people who make fun of us are bad. Similarly, for money, the people who say that the people who say that they don't have any money, they are usually the people who will make fun of others for having money. Let's say there are 10 people in a group, right? Now, one person is extremely rich while the other 9 are poor. Will the other 9 be happy for the rich person? Of course not. They will just start talking about him like, oh, he must be a bad person, he must be a scammer, he must take lives, he must be a person who kills people or some shit, right? Now, if there's a group of 10 people and one person is really fit, like he or she is really athletic and basically good in every form of fitness, will the other 9 who are bad in fitness or who are bad in their physique and body, will they like it? Of course not. They will again make fun of that person like, oh, he must have taken steroids, oh, he must be not going to the gym, he must be cheating, he must be editing the photos. Now, let's talk about the real thing. There are 10 people, one is extremely good in studying while the other 9 are not. Will the other 9 be happy for that person? Of course not. They will say that, oh, that person must have talked to the teacher or something, he must have bribed the teacher, he must be not be studying actually but rather be cheating. Or they will start saying that studying doesn't even matter. And when just one person says this kind of thing, it is just like, alright, whatever. When two persons say it, alright, doesn't matter. When 3%, okay, it starts to matter. Then, when slowly more and more people start to say this thing, it slowly becomes like a trend. People just start going over it, and instead of realizing their own mistakes, instead of realizing that they are bad at studying, that's why they think that studying is bad, they think that studying must be bad in itself. You get my point? Now, let's say there is a person who is like not good in studying at all. Alright? He has the option to be better in studying. Of course, he can be better in studying. He can slowly start reading the books, he can slowly start highlighting, making notes and everything, and slowly get better, right? But that would take hard work. But that would take a lot of like willpower and discipline. And mostly the general public does not have this kind of willpower. So you know what they do? They, instead of actually working hard, they just say that, oh, I am not working on this thing because this thing is bad itself. But the thing is not bad. Studying in reality is really good. But the problem is that those people do not either want to work hard or want to work hard but are not getting the results. So instead of improving their results, they say that the thing that they are doing is bad so that they do not have to blame themselves. Of course, it's a normal blame game thing. Let's say you have broken a vase, right? Now, in your house, there are 5 people. Instead of saying that I have broken the vase, you will say that the other 4 must have, or the vase was broken in itself, and now it just actually broke because of some wind or some shit, right? So instead of blaming yourself, because you would not want to be blamed, because you would want other people to treat you right, to give you attention, you would not want yourself to be seen as the bad guy or the person who doesn't know anything. That's why you start blaming the thing and saying that, oh, I am good, I am a better person, but the point is that this thing is bad, that's why I'm not getting the result. Or the thing is bad, that's why I do not want to get the results. Now, as we know that why this propaganda is actually being so famous and all, let's actually talk about it. Let's actually settle the debate. Is studying actually worthless? Now, I'll keep a few points in front of you, and you can judge it on yourself. Now, first case, do you want to study? Like, is there a subject that you actually want to know about? For example, some people are interested in maths, like me. Some people are interested in history. Some people are interested in quantum mechanics, in physics, chemistry, inorganic, organic, physical, and all. Do you actually want to study? Now, if the answer is yes, then the debate is automatically settled. There is no need for further discussion. If you want to study, then studying is not bad at all. It's just that you cannot do it, right? Now, let's say the answer is no. Let's say one says that I do not want to study at all. I do not like any subject. Second thing, the people who are giving you money, who are funding you basically your whole life, your parents, they are expecting something out of you. You know what they are expecting. They are expecting you to study hard and get good grades, right? Like, just think about it. Your mother and father, they are doing every other thing that you would have to do if they were not there, right? Your father is earning money or your mother is earning money. They are basically giving you their whole support, like giving you a good bed, a house, food, and all. They are giving you everything, but they just ask one thing out of you, that is to study. Now, cannot you do that much for them? Like, alright, I understand that you do not want to study yourself, but just for repayment, just for showing that you actually care about them, just for showing that all the effort they are putting in is not being wasted. Cannot you just do this much? Cannot you just start studying and get good grades? Alright, let's say that someone says, oh, I do not have parents or something. Or someone says that I do not want to repay in the method of studying. Alright, this point also gets thrown in the dustbin. Now, let's talk about the third point. Alright, you do not want to study on your own, like you are not interested in studying. You do not want to repay your parents through studying. Are you actually doing something which is better than studying, or which is equally good in terms of like being like contributing to your success as studying is? Are you doing something like that? That's the question. Because people very easily say that, oh, studying is bad, oh, I do not like studying, it's stupid, it's this, that, whatever. But the question is, okay, if studying is this bad, then is there a thing that you're doing that is not bad but is actually contributing to your success? Like, if you're not studying throughout your day, then are you working hard to earn money? Are you working hard in the gym? Are you working hard to improve your social skills, and then to basically try that to use that to earn money? Are you doing anything like that? If studying is this bad, then okay, I completely understand your point. Then there must be something that must be good according to you, right? Now, if that thing is, let's say, going to the gym, then are you actually going to the gym? Now, people might say that yes, of course I am, I have a great body. Alright, you have a great body. Now, are you earning money? Now, someone might say that, okay, I am earning money, so I do not need to study. I am going to the gym, I am earning money, I have good social life. And then I can understand that if you already have everything in your life without studying, then you of course do not need it. I'm not like saying that studying is very important or something, but rather the point is that if you are not doing studying, then you must do something which you think is better. right? So if you are already earning money, if you are already like having your own business, if you are already going to the gym, having a good life, then of course you do not need to study. But the problem is that at least 99% of the people, 99% of the general population who say studying is bad are not at that level. Like, are you earning 2k a month? Do you have a perfect 10 on 10 body? Do you have a perfect 10 on 10 social life? If that is true, then you do not need to study at all. Just throw your books and just live your life, of course. But if you cannot do that, then improve in this thing, right? My point is that if you do not like studying, then do something else. But if you are not doing something else too, but just saying that studying is bad, then you are just making a fool out of yourself. Then you are just saying that, oh, I do not want to work hard, so I'll say that this thing is bad, but I'll not do anything else which I think is actually good. Of course, that does not make any sense. Now, let's say you do not have all these things, but you're still saying that studying is bad because there's no real benefit to it. Like, one argument might be that, okay, if I do not have money right now, will studying guarantee me getting money? Or if I do not have a good social life right now, will studying guarantee me getting a good social life? The answer is of course no. Like, a person who studies is not guaranteed to have an amazing social life, of course. But the point is that studying gives you something which you do not generally have. And you know what that thing is? That thing is discipline. That thing is consistency. If you study, then you actually understand how to stare at a paper, how to stare at a wall of text for hours and hours on end, trying to understand it, just trying to interpret the meaning out of it. It actually tells you how to not sleep till 2 a.m. in the morning, then wake up 7 a.m. in the morning and go to school. How to sleep only 5 hours and still find time to study. It teaches you how to actually be consistent in your life, how to not just go around your life thinking like you are an NPC, but rather actually working hard to achieve your goals. That's why studying is important. It's not the actual act of learning something. Like, it's not about learning about the French Revolution or anything, but rather it's about actually knowing how that thing actually works. It's about knowing how to build your focus in such a way that you can stare at a page for hours. You can read a whole book in just 2 to 3 days. You can understand something by just reading it once. That's why studying is important. The reason is not that you have to learn about the War of Waterloo or something, but rather you have to build your focus. You have to build your mind. You have to build yourself so that anything that you do in the future will be easy for you. Right? That's what my point is. If you're saying that you do not want to study, then either you have everything that studying actually provides, but without studying. Like, either you should have consistency, you should have confidence, you should know how to read, you should know how to learn something without actually studying. Which, of course, I don't think it is really possible to know how to actually interpret a particular text, how to learn something without studying. And reading is also a part of studying, so that basically seals the deal, right? Either you have this, or you say that studying is good, but I am not good at it, right? That's the point. Many people say that I am not good at studying because they finally understand that studying is actually good after they see the benefits of studying. I was just like you. I used to say earlier on, oh, studying is stupid, it's bad, it's useless. Oh, it actually does not even work. The people who are studying are just wasting their time. Andrew Tate did not study this much, but he is earning millions and millions. There is this one guy who dropped out of school, but is still earning millions. But when I actually started studying, when I actually understood its importance, then I realized that, wait, I was just coping. I was just making up lies. I was just making up stories for myself to just not study. And you know what I was doing in my meantime? I was not building some physique or something, but rather I was just watching anime. I was wasting my time eating junk food or something. That's the point of the video. Either you realize that studying is good but you are bad, or just keep hating studying while not developing any part of your life. Now, If you are already at the stage, as I mentioned, if you are already at the stage that studying is not bad for you, but because you are not good at it, but rather you do not need studying at all. Again, if you are at the stage that, let's say your fitness is 10 out of 10, you have a 10 out of 10 body, your money, like you have basically infinite money, 2k a month for a student is a lot of money. You'll have more money to spend, you have more money than you can spend, right? Then social life, you have an amazing social life. If you are already at that stage, then of course you do not need to study. I'm not saying that studying is some holy grail or something, but rather it opens a path of actual wisdom, of actually understanding self improvement, of actually understanding how to become better. That's what studying is about. But if you're already on the path, if you're already making progress on that path, then of course you do not need it. I'm not saying that you need to study or something, but rather if you are not on that path, then there's a need for studying for you to actually start to understand what self improvement is, what consistency actually means. Like when you'll have your first 12-hour work day, when you'll have your first week of 13-hour work days, when you'll have your first sleepless night because you are studying and so into studying that you did not even realize the time, then you'll understand what consistency is, what deep work is. That's what studying is about. And then, if you talk about the advantages of reading, then they go basically endless. Like there are infinite, unlimited advantages of reading. You get better focus. You learn more. You have better attention. You get to use your brain better because of your interpreting skills. You get better communication skills because of actually learning how to talk to people, like from books, like how to make friends and influence people. Right? There are infinitely many benefits of reading, but if you do not even want to look at them and you just want to say that studying is bad, then alright, you are not cheating anyone, you are not hurting anyone else but yourself. You are actually hindering your own growth. That's the point. Now, if you want more advice from me, like how to be better in studying, how to actually study, what timetable to make, when to actually study, which subject to study, and how to study each subject, then you can buy my program. It's really cheap. Like the link is there in the description. One link is for the UPI payment, while another is for international buyers. If you join right now, then you'll get all these things that I mentioned just for $5. Like how much is $5, right? One link is for UPI buyers who want to pay in Indian currency. One is for international buyers who want to pay through card, right? I literally think that it is so good that it will really help you in studying. Like just try it. If you do not feel like it, then it was just $5. Who cares, right? But I really think that it will help you. Now, I'll see you in the next video. Till then, you can watch the previous videos, join the program. I'll see you later. Work like a dog, live like a lion.